What you're looking at is the last of the great Toyota Lexus V8 platform that we know of today, or at least for now, but more likely the last. Today we're going to be looking at why the GX460 is probably the last of its kind, and that makes me really sad. Real sad. Pretty freaking sad. Makes me real sad. Let's start with the elephant in the room. V8s are done. Like, done. Toyota knows it, Lexus know it, and we all pretty much feel it. So Toyota has already moved the Tundra to the twin turbo V6 hybrid, whatever you want to call it. Also, the Land Cruiser now is a 4-cylinder turbo. The GX 550 from Lexus is now a twin turbo V6. I don't know if that's hybrid or not. I'm not really, I haven't cared enough because I rather have a V8. Seeing that the GX460 comes with a 4.6 V8, the 1 URFE, even though it is boring, dull, and not a lot of grunt, but still gives that great V8 feeling, is more satisfying than hearing turbo noises and looking at a fancy digital display showing you what your battery is doing. The GX460 is a global workhorse with a luxury badge. It's what we got here in the United States, but it's used in global aid, military groups, and stuff like that actually around the world. I believe in. Because for the last decade, we have been spoiled with great products like the Toyota 4Runner, the GX460, the Tacoma, and even the 200 series, which I don't have one here, and I wish I do have one at some point in time because they're awesome, but they're still insanely expensive. We have battle proven all these platforms. There's thousands of us that have taken these on extravagant, exotic, crazy trips and come back and told the stories on them, and that's like the best part of it. And we kind of don't know if we can do that with the new stuff. And that's where, like, when we're adding a lot of complex systems like twin turbos, hybrids, electric motors, updated interiors, and stuff like that, call me old fashioned, call me a conservative. I don't care. I just, I don't like the direction where everything else is going when this is pretty much everything I feel like we need when it comes to what we do. Which leads me down to this rabbit hole of cost, because a brand new 4Runner, I tried it. I went and priced it out. I was actually getting ready to trade this thing in to get a brand new 4Runner because I couldn't even touch a GX 550, and I can't bring myself to spend $65,000. And when I looked at the new Land Cruiser, because I wanted to buy one of those as well, I couldn't stomach $71,000 sticker price that dealerships are doing. And it just not worth it enough for me to spend the money to figure it out if it is something that I can trust down the trail. Not for me. And this is where we circle back around as to why the GX I feel is like the last of the important V8s, because if you look at the Toyota 4Runner, the 5th generation, the one that everybody absolutely loves and adores, also used to have a V8, and it was loved. It was actually something that a lot of people were looking for, and Toyota killed it, and they just stuck to a 4-liter V6. Even though this is a really good unit, it does a lot. There's a ton of aftermarket support, unlike what you see currently with the GX460. It lacks that power. The number one complaint that everybody has about the 4Runner is that it doesn't have enough power and it eats a ton of gas. Well, this eats a ton of gas, but it has the power. Why is the GX460 so important for me? Is because it has the perfect mix of everything. You have a bit of power, you have a bit of technology, but you also have a bit of simplicity, which makes it so great that it doesn't have these overcomplicated stuffs in it. Yeah, there's AHC, automatic height control, which is an airbag system in the back, but there's a lot of conversion kits that let you get rid of it if you don't want to deal with that system. There's lots of different variants that you can get between the luxury, the premium, and the base model. And so uh, there's just a lot of options out there. And on top of that, there's a lot of people that have bought these not for overlanding or off-roading, but just as a daily commuter. So you can get a lot of good examples without even, dealing with somebody that's already modified it. And you can start with a blank slate with a lot of maintenance records majority of the time. And that's something that you really can't say about the 470, because the 470, the GX, the older brother of this, is really old now. I mean, it's got a 401k and a family to feed. That's how old it is. I know I kidded about probably selling the GX 460 to fund my FJ40, which I obviously is a bad idea and I'm not going to do. But to sum everything up, is that I don't think we'll see another product like this, a short wheelbase off-roading body on frame with just a sprinkle of technology, but a splash of luxury and a ton of reliability. Yeah, it doesn't get good gas mileage. I give you that. It's the miles per gallon at this point, and that's what you should really base this thing off of, is how happy does this vehicle make you going down a trail? And I have to tell you, for me, it's got a pretty high miles per gallon ratio in comparison to everything else that's out in the market today. And that's why I think really what we're looking at is some of the last, one of the last of the great V8s that we'll ever see come out of Toyota or Lexus for God knows how long, because I don't see them coming back. That's it. Paul with Tandem. I'm done. I got to go. And you guys have a good weekend. So bye bye. I need to get down. How do I?